back to Mrozinski Family Homestead.
Alright, so we're super excited. We don't have no kids, as you can see. There's no one in the back seat. We are on our way to go and start setting up for our event tomorrow, and which is we are super excited about. I hope everything goes well, but you know, I have faith it will.
And we're going to the
farm where you live.
The farm where you live in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Yep, over at the music camp.
We're Joel South.
Yeah, we're super excited.
We're gonna have a fun time.
Yeah, with no kids.
This is gonna be our date.
A date that we haven't had in, how old is Courtney?
8.
8 years? Lord have mercy. I mean, we've spent time together, but we've always at least had one kid with us. I mean, the girls, they go to their grandparents every now and then, but Levi has always stuck with me. So this is an adventure for both me and Levi, because we have never, ever spent the night apart.
Yeah. Hopefully that goes well.
I hope so too. I hope so. I hope that that Levi has a good night. Whenever I left and I dropped them off, they were playing in the pool. Levi didn't want to have nothing to do with me. He just told me to bye, go. And I was like, Levi, you want to go with me? He's like, no. I was like, all right, well, I'm leaving. Bye. And he just waved me bye all the way out the daggone door. So we're gonna go on down here and we're just gonna have some good time this weekend. We have some friends of ours, and y'all seen him on the channel before, Pat. He's gonna make us pizza, so y'all get to watch him make some pizza tonight.
Yep, and we're here, y'all. We're here.
Yeah, you better slow down a little bit. You don't want me.
We have to cross a river, or no, a creek.
Really? We gotta cross a creek? We've never crossed a creek in the Suburban.
Which way we go?
Left?
To the left.
Parking, I don't know. We'll go to the left. See the little creaky creek? Alright guys, so we're all set up. Alright y'all, so we're all set up. We're gonna head on out. This is all I'm setting up tonight, just our tent to kind of like mark our spot. You ready to go see the Pizza Man?
Yeah, ready to go see the Pizza Man.
Yeah, because I'm like starving here. Holy crap.
Oh my
How big is your yard?
Jeez.
Total lot size is 0.2 acres.
Oh my dear God.
That's the total lot size. What you're looking at is about 0.05 acres.
Wow.
It's
You're loaded. You got... Wow.
I figured that reaction might be worth recording.
You might as well not even worry about the little bit of grass you got in there. Just put wood chips there and be done with it.
Finish it out. Good Lord.
Wow.
You have a lot.
What's the neighbors think?
Most of them don't know.
They don't? They don't see it? They can't see it?
This guy and those neighbors are the only ones who know for sure the extent of what I've been doing.
Okay.
2 doors down, they came in to get seedlings when I was doing seedlings. And as they walked around to the back, they're like, just like you, they're like, we live 2 doors away, we had no idea how much you had.
Wow.
Last week, and I couldn't get back here because there's stuff coming into the... I tried to leave pathways, but as everything's growing, it's...
Your tomato plants are tall.
I found a tomato back there that's about that big around. It's on the other side of the fence. And I don't know if you saw my
Turning already?
there's on the counter I have, so on the panel on the right, those are brandy wines. I got a brandy wine. And then on the other side of the corn there, I've got some cherry tomatoes. I got some cherry tomatoes, and there's some right back there right now, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, just what?
Special order pizza.
Tell her what you want so she can write it down. That way I can look at it. I have something to look at while I'm doing it.
What kind of sausage is this?
Italian sausage, mild Italian sausage.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, now he's in the back.
See, he's all right.
All he really wants to see is the flip anyways.
So how long you been making pizzas?
30 years.
Oh, wow, that's a really long time. Really long time. I'm really, really hungry.
I'm gonna wait for him to get out so you can see the best part. You're in the line of fire, just so you know.
Hit the floor. You're doing good.
So what I've learned doing it at home is you make the pizza, and I put it, this is a non-stick pan. So I make the pizza on a non-stick pan. I'll put it in the oven and let it start to cook. And then when it's firm enough that I can move the pizza on the tray, I pull the tray out and finish it off on the stones in the oven.
Wow, man.
It is. So, Pat, I received
The Pizza King, huh?
I received a comment the other day on YouTube. You're becoming famous on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't notice. Oven at max temperature, And I leave them sitting there for at least an hour before they cook. That way they can absorb more heat and they have more, what's the word I'm looking for? There's more heat coming up from underneath the pizza.
Yeah.
And that's what allows me to take the tray out from underneath the pizza and finish the bottom and cook the bottom. And get that brown, crunchy feeling that you get from a regular pizza joint.
Good deal.
Okay. The dough I'm using is from work. It's made with what's the word? It's not regular dough. It's like what?
Sourdough.
Sourdough. That's the word. That's what I was looking for.
You don't need a vacuum cleaner when you tell me you're done.
Comes with the territory. You want pizza, you gotta make a mess. You want good pizza, you gotta make a mess.
Make a mess of the kitchen, Steven, and you ain't got to clean up. How about that?
Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
What? It's easy. You said if it was easy, you would do it. It's easy.
Steve.
And there's your pizza. Doing the gardening stuff in the hope to augment what
Good,
we're
ain't it?
eating, you know? And
Good.
Pat, you want me to move in?
Wait a minute now.
Thank you, honey. Very good.
how is it with the?
So tell us about his big pile of wood chips. Now what?
Well, you know, I've been trying to do back to eating gardening,
Yeah.
and I've just been looking around for people who are chopping trees around power lines or chopping trees in people's yard. Ask them if they have a place to dump them, and if they don't, I say, hey, come back here and dump them in here. At this point, I've got so many wood chips in my yard that I don't even have to touch this till next year, and it's just sitting here composting and turning into black gold.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
So you say this is a lot, but I had this much here and put it out in the garden and still needed more.
Oh wow.
I have moved a lot of stinking wood chips.
Look at that. It's already starting to break down.
Like I said, because I got it during the summer or the spring,
Yep.
and it had the leaves in it with the nitrogen. So the wood itself is carbon, the leaves are nitrogen, and you need both to start composting.
Yeah.
Right? And because it had the leaves in it, the stuff that I got in the spring versus the stuff that I got last winter, which was all wood and no leaves,
Yeah.
is just, I mean, it's for 3 weeks after they dumped it, I could smell that it was, I didn't even touch it. I didn't rotate anything, I didn't turn anything. I could smell it was composting. It was so hot, you could walk by here and you could see steam coming up off the top of this thing. And,
Wow.
I mean, you can see, remember I told you how it was like a pyramid and it just started collapsing? Right? All of this, everything that's right here in that pile,
Yeah.
at some point was all over here. All of that's just falling down. It's because it's composting and it's creating air pockets and it falls over. It can't support its own weight. You're saying, oh, it's composting already? I bet you if we go in further, it's almost dirt. I haven't checked it. I haven't checked it. I haven't looked. But just based on the amount of heat and how much it's collapsed, because it was, I kid you not, this tall. Right? So it's shrunk a foot and a half. It's probably mid-May when they dropped this.
Darn.
The first things I put in 5-gallon buckets, as you can see, it's about time to start harvesting some peas. And they're not going to be any good to eat at this point, but, you know, peas for the next time, yeah. But I don't know how much I like doing this because I only got one good wave, and I got enough peas for everybody, the three of us, to have like a half portion of peas. They were good though, but I think what I might have been thinking about was that I'll do the peas in the buckets, and I'll help get nitrogen in the dirt in the buckets, and then I can use that to help fertilize other stuff. May have been what I was thinking. It might help if I start writing stuff down. I just haven't been writing stuff down. And I haven't even been taking pictures, so.
I tell myself all the time, you know, write stuff down. Well, it doesn't ever get written down.
So right next to it, in apple trees here, this was an apple tree that died, and from the roots just started springing back to life, so I just haven't done anything with it. I forget what kind of apple tree that is. That's a Golden Delicious. That is a Fuji or a Gala. I don't recall which. And then you can kind of see in this light that there's some blackberry bush back there as well. And then another experiment was, so I'm sure you've heard of the root scout method for growing potatoes.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I was doing here, but I was doing a combination between root scout and I forget the guy's name, but the guy who started getting people onto the Back to Eden method. I saw Justin Rhodes go down and talk to him.
Yeah.
And he just pulled back the dirt, put the potato. Actually, he took them out to harvest potatoes. They pulled the potatoes out of the wood chips, and then he just dropped one of the potatoes back in the wood chips, and then they walked away. That seemed a little unreal to me, which is why I used some dirt. And it's hard to see anything in here at this point, but there's a potato over there, there's one right there. I had put 6 or 7 in 3 different trenches, only 2 or 3 of them. They were all really small potatoes. I think that's why they didn't do great. But again, hard to see. It's hard to see, and it's like an experiment. Oh, hey, look at that. That's awesome. But that, like I said, a lot of experimentation going on, and I guess part of it is wanting to see what will work, testing other theories, taking multiple theories or ideas from other people and trying to make them all work together. This was radishes and beets. It's hard to see, but there's some potatoes coming up from last year as well. There's a potato. This is a potato. Every year there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem, there's a problem. One year was rain, and I'm thinking, oh, rain, I don't have to worry about watering. It's raining, it's raining, it's raining, and then it didn't stop raining, and it didn't stop raining, and it didn't stop raining, and then everything just died because there was it was, you know, a lake underground, I guess.
Yeah.
But the wood chip seems to have solved everything. It soaks up the water, so I don't have to worry about it. So there's no excess water on the roots, you know, making them waterlogged. But at the same time, I don't have the water because it's holding onto the water, and the roots just go out, I guess, and find it.
Yeah.
So I said that I hadn't realized that my acorn squash was doing that bad. That's the last thing I planted, was the stuff on this arch. This is the last thing that I did. So they weren't watered in. The roots weren't established, and they aren't going into the wood chips, I think, is what the deal is. But if you look right next to them, this is stuff that's been here for 3 months, and it's just pests. I have not done a thing for pests, and other than as I was just telling you earlier, mosquitoes are attacking me. Yeah. But other than that, I mean, I on my brassicas, I see harlequin beetles, and they were a pain for a little while, and then they just stopped being a pain. They're still there, but they're not consuming everything like they had started doing. So,
hang on a second.
So just like the potatoes up there, it's wood chips, and I pulled apart the wood chips and I put some dirt in, and I'm trying to do 3 sisters. You see the corn, but I don't know if you can see that there's winter squash in there as well. I'm trying to do the 3 sisters. I planted green beans in there, but I never got any come up. So I'm not quite sure why that happened or didn't happen, but you saw the corn that I brought you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's basically what I had here. It was stressed out because the roots were root bound in the containers that I grew them in. But still, you know, they are producing. I've got cobs coming in.
You got good cobs going there. Decent.
I'm not entirely sure when to harvest them, but I'm hopeful that it's going to be soon. This one, if you can see, this one here, Steve, has got actually 3. 1, 2.
Oh wow.
Guys, so we've had a full day. I'm tired. And we got a big day tomorrow. Tomorrow is Farm Where You Live event. Who's not excited about that? Because I know I am. So, we're going to go on and go to bed. Good night. May God bless you like He has blessed us. Bye.